Good morning, YouTube. Okay, it's officially time for May's favorites because May is over. I cannot believe it. I feel like I say that every month, but I'm so excited. May has been great. Did have her struggles, including the flu that hit our entire family, but I'm the last one to have it. I'm on the mend, so grateful for that. Today, I felt like I had a turnaround. So thank you for everyone who knew about the flu and gave me all your well wishes. Means a lot. Let's dive into my favorites. I actually have one thing to grab here. Okay, we're gonna start with, May was Mother's Day. All my kids gave me wonderful presents, wonderful gifts. I should have grabbed them all to show you, but I have wanted one of these forever, and my son's girlfriend and him got me a Stanley Cup. I know that there's a whole hype about them, but I'm in love with this thing. I'm taking it to the pool. It's in my favorite color. Thus, you can see mustard yellow. My son and his girlfriend picked it up for me, and it was such a pleasant surprise because, as you guys know, one of the things on my do not buy list is any more water bottles because I have a problem. So it coming from them doesn't count. So excited about it. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. My daughter actually is the one who, my daughter Kayla, she has one, and I've been eyeing hers and envying hers for a while now. And finally, it came into my life, and I'm so excited about it. I have drank way more water than I have ever before. So that's a win, because the whole goal is to hydrate and get well. And my whole word this year is shed, release, and body. And that is helping me do that. So that would be number one. So with these favorites, as you guys know, I try to pick 5 favorites, one including a YouTuber. And I will put all the links down below if I can find them. And it all has to do with the previous month. I do have a puppy that is up and around, so you'll probably hear her in the background. Hopefully she'll behave. We will see. Okay, number 2. Some of you know that May, for me, included going to a music festival. Shakori was freaking amazing. And like, that should be my number 2. It will. Number 2 is Shakori. I will put the link down below for those of you that are interested. It happens twice a year, every May and every October. We will be camping again in October. It is like you have just left your world and entered another. I mean, I have never been in a place so high vibe before in my entire life. And I struggled. I'm a highly sensitive introvert. So going to this huge music festival where the music goes on all night long, and we tent camped. It was an adventure, but one that has made me grow stronger. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. We're definitely going back in October. But while I was there, I actually got my very first tarot reading ever by a professional tarot chick. And the reading blew my mind. I do tarot for myself. I do it mostly in a journal. I use tarot for journal prompts and oracle. The experience with her and the cards that were pulled, it was a 7? No, it was 5. A 5-card pull. And it rocked my world. It rocked my world. So much so that when I got back, I pulled out the deck that she used, and I've been obsessed with it. You guys know, because I've talked about tarot here before, that the Rider-Waite-Smith has never resonated with me. So I have used many other different decks throughout the years. I typically will choose, or in the past, I started tarot choosing one deck to work with the entire year. Now I choose seasonally. Never have I chosen a actual Rider-Waite-Smith because the artwork just felt ancient and it didn't resonate. She used a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and the artwork came alive, and I knew, okay, now's the time for me to go into this classic deck. So I actually have, I'm using the same deck she used, which is the Rider-Waite-Smith, the Radiant Rider-Waite. It is a lot brighter than, say, I also have the Rider-Waite, what is it? The Pamela Coleman Smith, like vintage. And I have the original, but this is what she used, and I pulled it out. I love the backs. I mean, you guys know I'm obsessed with stars. And I think that the artwork, just like many things, like books, I can read some books at certain times and have it not resonate, and I can pick it back up years later and it can hit me like nothing else. And that's what happened when I had a reading with this deck at Shikori. So I've been using this deck, even though the artwork is very different, and I'm obsessed. So I wanted to share that. That's my number 2 favorite, which would be Shikori, my tarot reading in this deck. I also had a shamanic drum experience. Oh, shamanic drum meditation. It was amazing. I could go on and on about Shikori. Maybe next year or in October, I'll do a whole video or vlog it. How fun would that be? I'd probably vlog it for Patreon, but do a whole video here on the experience. All right, so number 1, Stanley Cup. Number 2, Shikori and Radiant Smith. 3, and this is gonna seem silly to a lot of you, I'm obsessed with these little claw thingies, especially in May. My hair has finally got long enough, which there is a cut coming soon, just so you guys know, because you know me, I love to chop everything off in the summer. So it's my first when I hit my first big goal in wellness, I'm chopping my hair. I'm doing a sassy short cut. I'm so excited about it. But my hair's finally gotten long enough where I'm using these clips to do a funky, basically, I just pull it up and clip it to get it off my shoulders. These things are awesome. I'm obsessed. And you can get them anywhere. I'm not going to link these because you can get them at your local grocery store. And it's better for your hair, by the way, than scrunchies and things. So, but I had to mention that because my YouTube channel is like my raw, honest, these are the things that I've been obsessed with in May. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, and I should have prefaced this. Well, I'll wait till we get to the YouTuber. Number 4, I've got a book. This has been one of my favorite fiction books that I've read all year. And it was a book club book. I'm in a book club with my daughter. And this was the pick. It happened to be the pick that I and another girl hosted. So that was exciting. So I had to come up with all the questions. I brought the snacks. Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. If you need a book that makes you smile, but it's not light. I should preface this with, it's not lighthearted. I mean, it is lighthearted. It's so hard to describe this book. Even the author, I've watched many interviews with her. She talks about how bookstores don't know where to put her book because one of the main characters is the octopus who actually talks. And telling people that, people were like, what? I would never read that book. But the truth is, it's freaking brilliant. And this is the author's her debut novel. It is about this, I would guess, 70-year-old woman. I think they did say she was in her 70s. I can't remember. Named Tova. An octopus named Marcellus. They become friends, and there's another main character named Cameron. It is so freaking good, you guys. I had chills. I had tears. I laughed. The emotions that you go through, there are some heavy topics, including suicide and other topics in here that are dealt with, but they're dealt with in such a gentle. If you're looking for something to read that will make, when you finish it, you will just feel happy and you'll feel like this is the book for you. This is the book for you. Again, top favorite fiction that I've read all year long so far. And it is marked up. I mean, let's see here. I even put yum. Let's see. Normally I use colors. This time I used pencil. but I marked it up. It's so good. I marked, like I wrote in the back. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, so Remarkably Bright Creatures, number 4 favorite read of the entire year. 2023 so far, favorite read. It'll be hard to beat this one. The next book is called The Train to something to Key West is what we're reading in June. But this book, it was just the perfect book for May. Okay, I always love to leave you guys with a YouTuber. I will preface this with, this will probably offend some of you. So let's just start there. I don't talk politics ever on my YouTube channel. I don't talk politics ever on my Instagram. I don't talk politics ever in my real life. When my husband tries to talk to me about politics, it ends up not going well. Like we just don't talk politics. But my YouTube channel, and I will probably lose followers over this. I just like to be real with you guys. And in picking my favorites, I am honestly sharing with you guys the things that I've been listening to, reading. Like, these are my honest to God favorites. So I don't want to ever feel like I'm sharing something because I want more followers, or I'm not going to share something because I'm afraid that people are going to unfollow me. I want to live my life authentically. And if that offends some of you, or you don't like what you hear, I gladly recommend you finding other people that maybe you'd resonate with more. I won't be talking politics here. That's not my vibe, but I do want to share because it has literally taken over my entire month. It has changed the music I listen to. I have purchased swag from this company. My husband and I, when we sit out on the deck now, blast the music through our Sonos speakers. And I found okay, it is an artist. He is brilliant. I don't know how I didn't find him until now. My husband actually found him. He was recommended for him on, was it YouTube? I think it was on YouTube. One of his videos was recommended, and my husband was like, what? How in the world is this recommended to me? And we went down a whole rabbit hole, and then I found the dude's girlfriend, and it has just like opened wide my music and feelings about lots of things. So I will share that. Again, prefacing this with, I'm not going to be talking politics. I don't care to get into politics with you. Even if you disagree with this dude and his music, I'm not going to discuss it. If you want to post negative comments down below, I have no problem deleting them. But this is my favorites from May, and Tom MacDonald was a big part of my May. Huge, massive. He had multiple songs come out in May, and I had never discovered him before. And my husband and I went deep into watching his music videos, watching reactions to his music videos, finding his girlfriend, Nova Rockefeller, who actually does the videography for his music videos. And Nova Rockefeller, she has a song that I 100% feel like engulfs my daughter's poetry book. And then there's another song, not by her, but by someone else, that I feel like engulfs the one that I'm doing in response. I went and purchased t-shirts and a hat from the Hangover Gang, which is his business, his like whole crew. And I am just like deep, like I could not list 5 favorites this month and not talk about Tom MacDonald. So I will put his channel down below. Those of you that are brave enough to check it out, go check it out. His music videos are amazing. I also follow him on Instagram. And again, like, he holds no punches. So you've been warned. Trigger warnings, they're out there. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, let's see, what's next week? I have no idea oh my gosh, next week is summer journaling and sharing what journal I picked for summer, which means I have to pick a summer journal. I haven't done that yet. Anyhow, until next time, enjoy your wild, sexy lives.